Hey, what's going on YouTube? Mike back with a long overdue video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I've had a few of you guys reach out to me. It's been way too long since I posted. Sorry about that. I've actually responded to a couple of people who messaged me. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I had some personal stuff going on. Life happens, and as much as I do love doing what I'm doing with the channel and collecting and stuff, sometimes life and certain things in life are more important than that. So hopefully you guys understand. If you make your way back to this video, thank you. And if you're upset about it, I'm sorry, But ultimately, want to get back into making some videos. So for those of you who are still into soccer cards and collecting, we're going to be doing that. And today's video, just kind of give you an idea, is actually something I've been thinking about doing for a really long time. And I'm finally going to do it. So hopefully you guys will like it. It's going to be a little bit different. This is going to be still a pack opening. We're going to be opening both these boom boxes today. So before you think it's going to be too far away from the stuff I've done in the past, don't worry about that. That's not going to be the case. Basically, what we're going to be doing, it's going to be a series called Boombox to Glory. For anybody who is into video games, maybe plays a little bit of FIFA, it's going to be kind of a two-part video. The first part every week is going to be a pack opening, and then the second part is going to be me playing champs with players I pack in these packs. And for those of you who've never played FIFA, FUT Champs is like the most kind of sweaty, difficult thing that they have in the game. And I'm a very mediocre guy. I'm not sitting here trying to act like I'm a professional. I had my day in FIFA where I was like a, 14, 16, at least 11 plus every week when it was 20. Now I have no idea how I'm going to do. And and I took all of last year off of playing FIFA. So this is going to be really, really interesting. But the reason I want to do this is because, number one, I really like opening cards. So that's the first, easy part, right? Second part is that I find myself, and I don't know, anybody who plays the game might feel the same way, I just feel compelled to use Liverpool players. Like, I just use basically a full Liverpool team. I'll actually show you. I'll put a snip up or something, or maybe I'll show it to you before I put in this new team. The team I was currently using, which is literally a Liverpool team. And it's like, this will kind of force me to kind of think outside the box, maybe build hybrids and different teams that I've never built before. Now, if you're not into the video game side of things, the good news is, like I said, it's going to be in two parts. So you can watch the pack opening part and then just turn off the video if you don't want to watch the second part. But if you're interested in it, check it out. I think it'll be pretty cool. And what we're going to do, so basically the rules, keep it really simple. We're going to be so today I need 11 packs minimum so I could fill out a team, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be opening up both of these boxes. It will be at least 11 packs, at least it should be, unless they lied to me. We're going to build a team where we can take one player from each pack. Pretty simple. If we get a hit in the pack, I can pick any player from that team. And if by some miracle we get a 1 of 1 at any point in the series, I can pick any player in the game. Furthermore, if a player gets an upgrade in FIFA, I can upgrade to that card if I pull them again in the series. So say I've pulled Mohamed Salah and he's in my team and then he gets like an inform or a special card. I can't just automatically get that special card without meeting certain parameters. That's what I'm thinking for starters, just to keep it very simple. And then if I hit a certain target, which I'll set once we get loaded into the game, in FUT Champs, I can use one player from my rewards that I get for FUT Champs. That's what I'm thinking, at least. If you guys have thoughts or feedback or anything on this, feel free to leave a comment at the end of the video. But this is what I'm going with for now. But that's a lot of talking. Let's get into these because I'm excited to open these up. So, boom boxes. One of these, I believe, has like a first off the line pack in it. We're just going to open both. And I'm 99% sure mid-end is actually the low tier and platinum is the higher tier. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with mid-end. And I'll kind of talk through what I think in terms of the player I would pick. Here is the slip. I don't think they do... So they do streaks for people who get orders. You can get extra packs and stuff, but they don't do like they used to do like a signed jersey or signed helmet or something like that. Once a month or, whatever, like different promotions like that. I don't think they do that anymore, but got our packing peanuts. Let's see what we've got in the mid-end. So mid-end, And we'll get rid of this just to get rid of confusion. So we got Donruss Hobby, chance at a kaboom, 1 in 6 pack odds. So that's probably our best pack in terms of getting a hit. We've got EPL International, which is that one. You can see the international stamp right there. We have got Topps Club Competition and Jade Bundesliga. So these are just straight up Topps UCC Hobby, it looks like. 8 cards per pack. This is a Topps Chrome and a... Yeah, these are just 2 Topps Chrome. So I got some bonus packs here. And there's the Jade. So that's... I don't know what order we should do these in, but that's what we're going to do. So I know I'm getting at least a Bundesliga player in the team, and I know I'm getting a Premier League player in the team. So no matter what, we're going to have some sort of hybrid going on. So that's going to be interesting. I'm just going to toss this in there. And then also they throw in a 35-point mag, which is pretty sweet because it used to be like 130-point mags with a bunch of cards that can't fit in them. So it's really nice that they're putting a 35-point mag. And I remember during COVID when prices were probably tougher to make work, they used to do screw downs. So it's nice to see, you know, a little bit better supplies coming with it. So that's cool. But let's just go ahead and get into this, and I'll kind of talk through what I'm thinking. Now, I don't have unlimited coins in the game. I have quite a bit. I'll talk through that when we get over to the game side of things. But it's going to be interesting. So we got Leverkusen's level. So it might be cheating, but I can take Florian Wirtz, or is that Frimpong in the back there? Yeah, I can take Wirtz or Frimpong, both now Liverpool players, because it looks like that is who is on this card. So that is interesting. So that right off the bat sticks out to me as a potential of what we're going to do. Tygo Land, Emmy. So if I need a keeper, that's a good one to have. I'll move that up. Tamori, and then we do have a Thomas Muller. I don't know if these are going to be numbered. No, it's just like a black wave. Thomas Muller, depending on what I get in the Bundesliga pack, that could also be decent because I think he has a special card out right now. And then Martinelli, Isco, and Ter Stegen, another goalkeeper. Again, decent one. So I'm kind of moving the ones that I think would be more usable up to the front. Unfortunately, hit-wise, nothing in that first pack. We'll go ahead and move on, see what we can get in the second pack. Should probably get rid of these. Let's set these over here for now. All right. By the way, I'm in a new setting. Long story. I'll talk to you guys about it maybe over the course of some videos, but in a new setting, so hopefully this isn't too much of an adjustment and everything still looks and sounds good. Looks like we have something, so we'll move that. We got Vlahovic, Lucho. Again, Bayern could be a decent link. Araujo, good center back in the game as well. Brazilian Brilliance with Vinny and Rodrigo on it. Another decent like FIFA potential. And then we have Calabria. And then Kiel Watjen. And that is, I think they call this a teardrop. Actually a pretty sweet looking parallel. Not numbered or anything, but we have Watjen rookie card. So overall, kind of a dud. And what I'm going to do is as I open these packs, I'm going to keep them separate. That way, when I put together the team, I'm picking one from each of these. So I'm going to kind of keep them in like separate little piles in the back. And then like the hits, I'll try to like put behind on a stand the pack that they were in for like a recap sort of thing. All right. This is an interesting one. Jade Bundesliga. I've opened Topps Jade on the channel, but I think it was like a full UCC. Cool theme. Like every card has that sort of like parallel looks. And it looks like we do have something here. I believe the boxes have one auto in them, so we could have a hit or it could just be a numbered card. Granit Xhaka, put him to the front. Xavi Simons also moved to the Premier League now, so that's a if I want to keep a Premier League thing going, that's a nice one. Upamecano, always good to have center backs, and the Bayern link. And then in the back to 99, we did get an auto, so I could technically take any player off of Werder Bremen. To 99, Romano Schmid. Cool looking card, really good looking card. I have never heard of this player. So no offense if you're a Werder Bremen supporter or fan, but sweet to get a hit. In a boombox, you're certainly, it's not like a hobby box where you're guaranteed a hit. you know, out of the amount of packs you're opening, you're hoping for one, but it's certainly not a guarantee. But we did get a hit, so that's pretty sweet. All right, let's keep it moving. So we are... Oh, I apparently messed up somewhere. We have another pack of Topps, so there was 3 of these. I thought for some reason that was Topps Chrome. Oh, it's because it's a different year of Topps Flagship. Apologies. I don't know what that is, but that looks like... All right, we have stuff going on back there. All right, Raspadori, good player. Olivier Giroud, Mason Mount, Fermin Lopez, rookie. And then we have a European Knights, Scamacca. And then we have the full Sevilla team. So I guess theoretically with this one, I could take any player from Sevilla. That may take some research on my part, but Mason Mount, maybe, if I want the Premier League. We got some Barca there. Okay. That is that pack. Nothing in that one. So far, 1 hit. We do have 3 packs left, and the one with the best hit odds is last. And we have a whole nother boombox to open. So it's fun at the very least. Now we are on to the Topps Chrome. We do have something here. I don't know whether it's an auto or just a hit. And we have an insert as well, so that's nice. We have Diao. We have Goncalo Ramos. And then Samuel Eto'o. I don't know whether I have the facilities to make an Eto'o happen. Please be an auto. Oh, it's not an auto, but that is awesome. Chiesa. So I'm filming this after he was left out of the Champions League squad with apparently an injury of some kind. You know, I don't want to question Slot because I obviously knows way more than I do, and he's a great manager and all of that. But realistically, like, what does this guy got to do? You know, like, he has been so good, and he has the positive attitude, the running. Like, I love him. I don't know about you guys, but that is sweet. Right into the PC. Chiesa in the Liverpool shirt. 45 out of 50 gold. The gold always looks so good. That is awesome. Cool. All right. So far, Boombox has been all right. We got the auto. I wish it was, you know, maybe a different player, but that's all right. Okay. This is Prism International. Looks like we just have a silver. These are all going to be Premier League. Onana, Tielemans, Brooks, Elanga, and then our silver is Callum Wilson. He moved as well, right? I can't remember where. West Ham or something? Not sure, but we'll put that pack there. And depending on the amount of packs, because this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs. So I could theoretically have enough to have a starting 11 and some reserve players too. So we'll see how this works out for us. All right, we are on to Donruss. Chance at a Kaboom, a Night Moves, an Auto. Doesn't look like we have a patch, so hopefully we get one of those 3 things. But a ton of players. So at the very least, I should be able to get somebody usable. Darwin. Molina. Donnarumma, now in the Premier League, so that secures us a goalkeeper. Upamecano, who we've had. Kolo Muani. Bassi. I believe Kolo Muani, didn't he go to Tottenham? So he is in the Premier League as well. Sar in the Premier League. Ta. And then we are hitting kind of the business end of the pack. It looks like we got a numbered card or something. Musa, Bellingham. Bellingham's a great player to have too. Rudiger, Fulkrug. We have Pavlovic. Valverde. I think he has a special card as well. Messi. That is pretty sweet to have. And then our numbered card is going to be Pavard to 199. So we did get a numbered card out of there. It's not what you want out of a pack of Donruss, but you know, it is what it is. And then another Valverde. They're kind of telling me I need to take him. Anthony Gordon. Ruiz. Kevin Sullivan, rookie. It's kind of one of the Chase rookies, apparently. Okay. Well, we did get a numbered card. So for the sake of the recap, I will throw that behind the pack of Donruss, and we are going to get into our second boombox. I believe this is the better one. I don't know if necessarily that will mean that there's going to be more packs, or if it will mean that the packs are just like better quality packs. I may cut away in this part. I'm just going to pack these up. Okay, so we are going to get into the second boombox now. Sorry if there was a cut there, by the way. I wanted to kind of clean up a little bit because this is a different. I'll figure out a system for this, but you guys know me. My piles, my system is not always the best. All right, let's see what we got coming up. So yeah, right there, first off the line, Prism EPL. Could be something sweet out of that. I know you get a bonus hit, I think, in that. I can't remember what the special hit was. And then Donruss Hobby, Merlin Hobby, and then Topps Chrome UEFA Hobby as well. So some hobby packs in here. We got the photo pack. Could be fun. So let's just take a look because we definitely got more than what was listed there because there's only 4 listed there, and I believe I count 6 packs there. So we're going to end up with a total of 13 packs, which will get us a starting 11 and 2 reserve players for FUT Champs. Boom. So we'll throw that there. All right. Another mag. Okay. So we have, that's our Topps Chrome Hobby, I believe. That appears to also be Topps Chrome Hobby. They both say Hobby on them. So I guess, yeah. That is going to be just Topps UCC. We've already opened a couple packs of that. There's Merlin Hobby. I guess we'll put that there. Here is our photo pack. We will be opening that last with Donruss right before it. So we'll do it in this order. So yeah, a total of 6 packs. Hopefully we get something sweet. We got a hit in the first box, a couple of numbered cards. Can we outdo it in the second box? Okay. Boniface, Dessers, Vicario, a new era of Duranville, Sudakov, Trey Neone, rookie, Mayulu, and Carter Vickers. That is going to be one of the tough ones to take a player from. Maybe Boniface if I do go the Bundesliga route. But like I said, this first week of champs might be rough with whatever team I can put together, but it's only going to get better because we're going to open one of these every single week and add players. João Felix, Mika Goots, Oyarzabal, and Hyunyun Yang rookie card. That is a straight up base pack, so that's unfortunate. Let's turn it around. Next up, Vinny. Looks like we just have a refractor here. So behind the back, Isco, Vinny, Bernal, and then Tony Fernandez refractor. Okay. Gotta find something. We got 3 packs left, but the photo is like if we could choose the 2 to hit on, it's Donruss and the photo pack, right? So let's see if we can get something cool in there. All right. We have Mansverk. We have Kareem Adeyemi. We have Teo Zidane, and then our refractor, Musiala. We definitely have to use somebody from Bayern. That's happening because, yeah, Musiala's probably the pick out of there. It's looking like we're going to have Premier League and Bundesliga, maybe even La Liga mixed in as well. We'll see how we make it work. The idea seemed great. We'll see how it executes if I get absolutely crushed in FUT Champs. I'm going to get crushed anyways. Let's just go into it thinking that. It's the first week. Fagioli, Adam Wharton, Balogun, Cristante, Chouameni, Ollie Watkins, Silver. Then we got Erling Haaland. That one stands out. Especially we have that Donnarumma as well. Maybe the 2 of them link as Man City players. John Duran, Emi Martinez again. Bruno, another Prem player. João Felix, Lisandro Martinez, Jared Bowen. And then we got a Fertesi, a Zlatan. I do like the net marbles. Those are sweet. Another Messi. I feel like it wants me to take Messi. And that's a gold Pitch Kings of Messi, so that's pretty sweet. Pavlovic, Beer, and Rios. I'm going to put the Messi up there too. I'm kind of doing this just so that when I take the time to put together a team, I can come back to you guys and show you like why I did what I did. All right, this is the pack I'm kind of most excited for. This is a pack of Photo Prism. First off the line, I I remember, so this is what the pack looks like. It's got, so I don't want to give anything away, but I want to figure out the way that it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those three and we're going to really quickly flip that. Okay. So we got Kobe Mainu, Rudder, Ugarte, Trossard, Curtis Jones, Erling again, Leon Bailey. We have a Fireworks of Heung-min Son, no longer in the league, and then a Tariq Mitchell cracked ice. Unfortunately not numbered. So we got skunked on our photo pack, unfortunately. Lindstrom, Fernandez, and Damsgaard. Man, that second box was rough. We didn't even get a numbered card in the entire box. But we had the opportunities. Listen, you pull a Kaboom out of this, you've paid for both of these boxes and more. You get a cool photo out of this. You've done some things. So let's take a look at our hits just as a quick recap. The first box was way better. And I'll tell you this. I think price-wise, this one's around like 150 or 139 or something like that. This one's only like 89 bucks or something like that. So from a price perspective, it's not about what you pay. It's about what you get, right? And so if you're just looking to open some packs, and I got more packs in that one. So it seems like a no-brainer to maybe go with the mid-end unless you really want a chance at a photo pack. We did get a Benjamin Pavard. That came from that pack down there. We got the auto of Romano Schmid. I don't know if that's just pronounced Schmidt or what that is, but cool looking card. That was out of Jade Bundesliga to 99. That is the Ultra Beam auto. And then we got a Fede Chiesa to 50 gold. My favorite card out of the box. Will almost certainly be in the team as well. So overall, that was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, I'm sorry that there was such a gap. Life stuff happens. And I hope you guys are all really doing well. And if you do get your way back to this video, thank you for watching and sticking with it. If you, once you get to the end, have feedback or anything, let me know. Otherwise, there's going to be a quick cut, and you're going to see me with FIFA loaded up showing you the team that we got. Talk to you soon. Okay, and we are back. So you'll see I'm in FIFA now. And I went ahead and put together the team. Before, so I'll show you guys like the tactics, what we are going with based on, you know, what we had to work with essentially from the packs. This was the team I was using, literally. The only difference is I didn't want to buy Allison because it was still like 70,000 coins, and I'd packed Donnarumma from like Rivals Rewards untradeable. So I was using Donnarumma. I had Mamardashvili in there as well. But my team was pretty sick. I was really liking it. This Dom Szoboszlai, I would love to pack him so I can use this. But I was literally using Liverpool, which is, you know, that's part of why I wanted to do this, because I want to, you know, try different things. So we got Boombox to Glory here. We did pack Florian Wirtz. Do I want to use him as a striker? No. However, he does have, and I'll show you guys this. So he actually has false 9++. So with Musiala, who has Shadow Striker ++, I think the two of them will kind of like flip and play off of each other really well. At least we'll see. Chiesa, unfortunately, doesn't have any pluses for right wing. He does for right mid, but this was the formation I wanted. This is what I'm kind of comfortable with based on playing already. So I have both of them cutting inside, which you'll see in a second. We did get Tielemans, Curtis Jones. So our DMs are pretty weak. Curtis is actually a pretty well-rounded card, but Tielemans' 54 pace is nasty. It is what it is. I threw a shadow on him. That'll be something that hopefully next Boombox will sort out for us. Also, a little bit slow in defense. We have Ta, who's only 63 pace. Obviously, a shadow on him. Vicario's not great. We did pack Donnarumma as well. However, unfortunately, to get one out of each pack in our starting 11, this is what I had to do. Anthony Robinson, solid fullback. He's fast. Was able to get it on full chem with the Bayern links between these three, or these four, I should say, and then obviously a bunch of Prem and a Prem manager. Got everybody onto full chem. And then, yeah, Frimpong, I actually had evoed for my Liverpool team, so that one's pretty solid. As far as tactics, just to kind of show you what we're doing, I've got Highline. I find in this game that the way people, they through balls are super nasty, so the Highline tends to catch more offside traps at least. At least that's what I found. Verts, yeah, like I said, Shadow Striker ++ and False 9. Both of these guys are going to cut inside, allowing Frimpong and Robinson to cut up. I did do an Evo to get him attacking wingback ++ as well, but I want to keep it on just regular wingback so that they're not going too far up the field. I may end up putting Frimpong to the attacking wingback at some point too, but we'll see. And then just basically defensive playstyles. Tielemans, because he's so slow, I'm between doing deep line playmaker, which is a plus for him, or just making him a straight up center half where he drops in between the center backs. That way he's not really pushing forward at all. If things are leaky, I'm going to do that. But for now, I'll keep him on what he has a plus in. And so essentially that is the tactics. We are going to take this thing into my first game of FUT Champs in over a year. This could go very poorly. You guys might not even end up seeing this game realistically. I might just be cutting to, like, right now, you seeing the last game instead or something like that. But we'll see. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this game. I'm getting a little too old to be super competitive at video games, I think. But I have fun with the game, and this is a way that hopefully you guys maybe will find it kind of interesting as far as like a play on the road to glory thing, but with cards, which we all love if you're watching this channel more than likely anyways. So as you can see, haven't started champs yet. I am qualified. So we're going to redeem our finals entry. And we are going to hop into our very first game of FUT Champs. Oh, you know what? We actually packed, I think it was Oyarzabal as well. And I wanted to put him on the bench. I'm glad I thought of this. I don't think I bought his card. He has one of the new promo cards, actually. Oyarzabal, plays striker. What I did decide, by the way, so since Florian Wirtz and I'll just hold the card up. I got this card. I got all the cards separated out right here so I can use them for next week's video. Since they're both on the card, I just made an executive decision to make chem work and make the team at least so I'm not going to get absolutely slaughtered in champs. I decided I can use both of them because they're both on the front of the card. What are you going to do, you know? So we are using both Frimpong and Wirtz, if you guys caught that and were like, wait a second, he's cheating in the very first video. I think it makes sense. They're both on the card. There's not only one of them named, so we're using both of them. And then what I also decided, I filled in where I could with one from each pack. Like Adeyemi, obviously, is one of those. And then I think Bellingham or Rudiger, one of them, was just like basically what I had to put in. I just filled it in with other things. Like Park was my hero pick. And then these were other things that were in those packs. But what I decided is next week, when I do another Boombox, these will have to be the first ones to get replaced. And for now, I just won't sub them in until like halftime at least. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sitting here waffling, not wanting to start a game of champs. For those of you who play FIFA, you know this mode is incredibly sweaty. And to be honest with you, you know, I go back and forth in this game. I have good games, and then I also have games where I concede 9 goals. You know, like, this game is very difficult to defend. It is what it is. Hopefully this all sounds good. I messed with the game sound, so there was still some game sound, but it wasn't, like, super aggressive. So hopefully that works for you guys. I didn't even pay attention to who he has, but he has Rafa Leao, so. All right, we get a turnover right away. That's positive. Getting a little bit of lag. Like a lot of bit of lag. There's like a button delay. I push pass and gotta love it. Maybe he's getting it too because that was a pretty poor pass from him. Yeah, it's the gameplay is not great here. I was a little slow to pass it, but I saw Musiala make a run. Yeah, I like it. With him in the Shadow Striker, it does seem like he's doing a pretty good job of, like, kind of switching off with Wirtz. It's so weird to me that they gave Wirtz an alternate position of striker because, like, you know, it would make sense if he was, like, a left alternate position, but to have him with an alternate position of... I'm off. To have him with an alternate position of striker is just very strange to me. Yeah... Why is my right stick switching just not working? This could go very bad. Everything is extremely slow. But it doesn't appear that my opponent is insanely good at the game. So, you know what? I'm going to take a win where I can. We get an opportunity here with Lucho. Ugh. I should have passed that. Sometimes in these games, I just want to get the first shot. I don't know about you guys when you play this. And by the way, if you watch these and see how I do, and you're watching me like, this guy sucks, yeah, probably. And that's okay, you know? We don't all have to... In fact, most people aren't getting 20 wins in FUT Champs because those 20 wins, the person who got them had to beat somebody to get them. So, oh my lord. The slowness of this the passing is making... Because I try to play like very kind of like tiki-taka back and forth with... Oh my gosh. Chiesa just gets bodied. I try to like really pass quickly, and because of the delay, it is next to impossible to do that. We're going to try to hit Florian Wirtz here. He does have a Hunter on him, so he's got some boosted speed. Great pass, and Musiala gets the corner. Okay. All right, we're doing something. All right, so this guy's pulling out his keeper aggressively. I found two things work with this. You can either do like a near post run and try to hit somebody really close, or you can just do a short corner. And these are pretty nasty in this game. That was... Man, I'm telling you, I feel like I can't actually move quickly. Like, normally when you get into those situations in the box, the most effective thing is to just kind of like skill around a little bit. And I don't feel comfortable doing that with how slow this is. I feel like he's getting the same thing, though, because if you notice, he's not really being too squirrely either. Oh, that's terrible for me. That's going to be a goal. Oh, boy. All right, well... You guys are going to see it. Me just get absolutely wrecked in my first game of champs. Oof. All right. So more than likely, I've shown you like little clips of me just getting wrecked in that game instead of like the whole game. However, you know what? We stuck around. We actually grew into the game. It ended up being 6-3. We were down 3-0. Or no, 6-4. 6-4 it ended up being. It is what it is. We have now played one. We are 0-1. We have 14 games remaining. Realistically, and I should have mentioned this before, my goal is to get here at the very minimum. So that would be 6 points, 6 wins. I think that, honestly, I would be happy with that. I haven't played FUT Champs in a full year. By the way, if you see my golden retriever walking around, she's been chilling in the back, but she kind of blends in with the couch. That's Leia. Yeah. Anyways, so goal is to get 6 wins. I'd be really happy. We can still do it, especially like you start to get a loss. I feel like you generally match up against, you know, easier people. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into game 2. I may show you more of this one because hopefully I win it, but we will find out. Move on. Okay, so unfortunately, just a terrible, terrible start. 0-3. Or 0-3, not 0-3. I'm 0-2. This is a rude awakening, because, man, I just haven't. I mean, I haven't played champs in over a year, and you know it is what it is. Like I just am not at that skill level yet. I'll get there though, because it's you know it's one of those things. I've been good at champs before. I've been good at FIFA before. It's just gonna take time to get back into it. I'm just gonna hop right into game 3. Hopefully have a little bit of rhythm going into it and see what happens. Tielemans cannot carry the ball forward. That's one thing. If we get it to Tielemans, we got to be ready to pass quick because, man, he is noticeably slow. All right, Flo. Musiala. Technical. Oh, my gosh. Get it back to him. Oh, beautiful. First time touch from Musiala. I was worried that was offsides because I pushed the button right away, but it took like just there's just this tiny bit of lag. You guys might be able to see it in the pings. I feel like I've been like in the 30 to 40 range, which isn't super ideal. That's fine. He's going to go for some sort of through ball. Yeah, he wants the ball to Isaac or Diaby. He's been almost always going through them. That's going in. He's got finesse plus. All right, 1-1. This guy is pretty easy to read, but I feel like I am too, so I'm not judging. I feel like I've had the better opportunities in this game. And that is another one, and evidenced by those better opportunities. Hope not, though. All right, Valverde has been very good. Musiala has been very, very good. I like him a lot. The technical dribbling is nice. I feel like him and Wirtz playing together I'm starting to kind of understand what to do with them. Like, you really want to like drop deep with Wirtz, pick up the ball, let Musiala run, or vice versa, like the two of them together. All right, we're moving the ball a lot better this game. Musiala probably should have scored another, but I don't care. Oh, yeah. Musiala, definitely our player of the game. I can't remember who got the first goal, but he got the last two to seal it. Awesome. Yeah. Let's see, match facts. Does that tell you? Or no, it's performance. Yeah, I mean, Musiala and Wirtz apparently were our two best players in terms of match rating. Musiala did get a hat trick, all 3 goals, from that shadow striker position. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something about that shadow striker in this formation that when you get the two of them involved together, especially with Wirtz being like a false 9, I feel like ideally he would have like advanced forward plus or plus plus. I wouldn't want him to, like, but the false 9 works. So we just played 3. We finally got a win. We are 1-2 in champs. I think what I'm going to do is not record just so I don't have like hours and hours of footage to sort through. And I think what I'm going to do is come back for my last game and record that, give you a quick update, and then I'll chop everything up. So, yeah, we'll go with that, and I'll see you guys, and you'll see how I'm doing. Yeah, so I just recorded this and realized I didn't have my mic on, but wanted to give you guys a quick update. We're now 1-3. We lost this game very next. Pretty brutal. We were all over this guy. Score like crazy opportunities that his Courtois was saving. We had Vicario. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, 7.4 to 4.2 expected goals, and we lose 5-4. Pretty brutal. You know, if you actually, I don't know if there's a way to see like actual like saves and stuff like that. Oh yeah, so you know his Courtois made 8 saves. Vicario only made 1 the entire game. Very frustrating one, but it is what it is. We're 1-3. That's why we do this, so that we can grab a player out of our rewards and hopefully upgrade the team. And if not, then next week's Boombox will hopefully get us a new goalkeeper and maybe a left wing, a center back, replacement for Tielemans. Either way, it is what it is. Figured I'd give you guys an update. I'll see you soon. Okay, another quick update. AC's running, by the way, so if it's a little bit loud, apologies. Just won the sweatiest game of all time. Won it on pens. Florian Wirtz, though, to be fair to me, I think he missed a shot like right at the end of the game that would have won it. I hit the post. So I think I probably should have won. But anyways, we are now 3-3. So much, 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 much better than where we were at to start. Two things I've learned. Number one, very difficult to go into it with an 82 rated goalkeeper. Like very, very difficult. Number two, DMs are super important. Like as games go on, Tielemans and Curtis Jones are just not cutting it. So goalkeeper and DMs are the two most important things. And the third thing I've learned is don't go into champs without having played any games yet on the day, because I was really bad in those first couple that you saw, and now I feel like I'm doing a lot better. So either way, I will come back for the last game and show you guys that one, but just wanted to give you a quick update. Okay, another quick update. We are 4-4. I've lost a couple of games just by 1 goal. The last game I lost in overtime after I came back with the last update. But I just won this game 10-4. This game, there's no defense in this game. It's through balls are incredibly overpowered. It's so hard to stay in front of people who are halfway decent at dribbling or just like have good players. Especially, you know, when you have a center back with like 50-something pace and you have, you know, Curtis Jones and Tielemans in the midfield and Vicario in net. But 10-4 win. We are at 4 wins now. I think we're 4-4. So it's, I mean, pretty good, you know, pretty good. Yeah. So 4 wins, 4-4 we are. So Just want to give you guys another quick update. I may stop for the day here, but I may just keep going and finish it up. I don't know. You may see me again. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's the next morning. As you can tell, I'm wearing something different. We got a Lions game today, which is why I'm wearing Lions stuff. But we did go on. It's been so up and down. I mean, the reality is with this team, it is tough to compete against like some of the good players, the meta teams. But proud to say, we did get a now positive record. We are 7-6. So currently we have unlocked this for rewards. And as I said in the first video or first part of the video, we are going to be able to take one player from our champs rewards and add them to the team or upgrade a current player if we pack them again or something like that. So that's where we're at as far as rewards right now. If we can win one more game, we do add 285 players, which would be huge, and it's tradable. So at the very least, it's coins that we can use towards upgrading the squad in the future. And then if we can win both, we do get a Cornerstones pack, which would be pretty sweet, but it is max 87. I think there's only a couple of players that would really help there. Like Verts has a Cornerstones that I just couldn't really afford. So, you know, we can't get him in that, unfortunately. But I think one more win I would be happy with. That would be essentially winning over half of my games with this team. You know, it is what it is. By the way, I did go down. I haven't been using these. I just filled it with like loans and random players for my club because I wanted to sell Bellingham and Holland that we had packed because I wasn't using them. And it's coins, and the market's kind of been going down the more champs rewards are getting opened up. So I just wanted to sell them and get my money back for those while I could. But overall, you know, if you look here, Verts, so he's played 15 games for us. It's because I did 2 test matches. But in the actual 13 champs games that he's played for us, he's got 14 goals and 11 assists. Those assists are almost entirely going to Musiala, who is our best goal scorer right now. He's got 18 goals in 13 games with 7 assists, which is really nice, especially from the cam roll. That shadow striker is perfect if you guys are looking for, you know, because I tend to lean more towards 2 striker formations, but I know 1 striker formations tend to be better in this game, so maybe that's something to take. Case has been good. I've used him on my Liverpool team, so you can't really tell his stats. And then Lucho, 9 goals, 8 assists. He's been involved, so is what it is. Let's go ahead. We're just going to get into these last 2 games. I'll probably show you guys clips from both of them. Hopefully we can win one. Like I said, I would be really, really ecstatic with going, you know, 8-7. All right, we're 7-7. We are going into the last game. Hopefully we can get the 8 wins. Like I said, 8 wins does get us to the 85s here. 285s versus 384s, to be fair. Because these 83, at least in my experience, are always just straight 83s. So is it that big of a difference? No, it's an extra 3,000 coins. For me, though, I would really like to do it so that we can be like, we won over half of our games with this team. To me, that's like, I'm proud of that. Like, you know, this is a team of players, 3/4 of which I had never used in the game before. Good players, don't get me wrong. Like, we got Musiala and Verts, Lucho. These are expensive, like, good cards. But we also have some stinkers in there that are min price, you know, Yuri Tielemans. Curtis Jones is a non-rare. We have an 82 rated gold goalkeeper. Like, I would be pretty happy with 8 wins, especially my first time playing champs in literally, like, I don't know, over a year. I think I played the first week of last year, so that's probably a lie. I think it's been my first time playing champs in a year. This guy's got another really good team. All right, Verts. Oh, what a save from Khan. Khan's a good goalie. I think he's right up there with the best goalies in the game. So we're going to have to... There we go. Upa from the corner. Oh, Curtis just gets wrecked right there. Who did he run into? Is that Doku? He wants to get that finesse with Isak. Ah, he's going to score here. Yeah, low driven. All right. Just momentum, though. It's all right. He's off. Curtis Jones with a massive, massive goal. Curtis Jones. I'm telling you, man, they did him so dirty. Not stats-wise. Like, his stats for a non-rare gold are incredible. But the fact that he is a non-rare gold is just a joke. Because Curtis Jones is a super underrated player. Super Bowl going for that corner. See, there we go. That's a foul, I'm pretty sure. He slid tackled into the back of Vertz's legs there. And that's going to be a goal, of course. All right, we're going to overtime. 7-7 to get above 500. We have to win this game. What are we going to do? Oh, no. The low drivens, man. Vicario's just not good enough to save that stuff. It's so frustrating. We should be winning this game. So poor from me. And I swear, I feel like FIFA feels you trying to kill the game off and punishes you for that. I don't know if there's any... I mean, I'm sure there isn't any coding that... Okay, see, like... Alright, we're just going to get out of here. It is what it is, you guys. This has been a tough game. It's funny because when I film a game, I apparently can't play. And then I go and I play, and I actually do really well when I'm just like concentrating, not saying a word for an hour straight. My eyes are like, like all set. But hey, we did get the 7 wins. We got the 384. I wanted 6 at the beginning. You know, it is what it is. We sold something. Oh, I had my squad battles rewards this morning and sold whatever was there. So we are going to go and we're going to open these. And we can use one player from it to upgrade the team. Let's see who we can get that is going to upgrade the team. We'll start with the Team of the Week pack. It would be sick to get Gravenberch, but the likelihood of us getting him is very low. We get a Sunderland center back. He is better pace than what we currently have, but he's going to lose chemistry. He is min price. We are just going to sell him. We will not be adding him to the team. I'm just going to bank on the fact that we're going to get somebody better in one of these 2 packs. This one's untradeable, so we'll go with this first. We do get a walkout, and it's a goalie. I said we wanted a goalie. We got a Bundesliga goalie from Dortmund. Hopefully he gets chem. That's Summer, I believe, right? Is just a single walkout, I think. Yeah, it is. Or Kobel. It's Kobel. That's right. Summer is no longer there. And then otherwise, pretty rough. We got Grimaldo. Our left mid was good, though. We don't need a new left mid. We got Grimaldo. We got Brandt. Yeah, I think right now Kobel is probably the player we would put in if we can make chem work with taking out Vicario. We will see. And then a 384 tradable. Not a walkout. At least be somebody worth some money. Is that Due? Is he an 85? Yeah, 85. Due. I think he still sells for a little bit. Bremer. Bremer would be decent too, but... Alright, so it looks like she goes for like 17. We'll throw her up. Due, does he sell? 32, 31. All right, we got like 31K for Due. We're just going to sell him. Throw him up. And then Bremer, does he sell? Yeah, like 10K. You know what? I'm just happy we got some stuff to sell and make some coins. We did end up making a decent amount of coins from Champs, because I think we got like 15,000 or 16,000 or something too. So overall, let's just go into the club and get a final look at where we're going to be at heading into next week. So Boombox to Glory. We have Kobel coming in. By the way, let's just do quick. The player of the week has got to be Musiala. Verts, if you look at the right-hand column, he played 15 games for us, got 14 and 12. That's really good. But Musiala, 19 goals in Weekend League from the cam position. Massive. Curtis Jones was pretty solid. Vicario was not pretty solid. We did use our Valverde loan up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Coble and see if we can fit him into the team. If you have enjoyed this, let me know. I really appreciate, anybody who maybe has watched this and kind of their thoughts on things. It's a new idea for a series that I've kind of thought about doing. I'll work on getting Coble into the team and update you guys next week. We also are going to open up a new Boombox and add players from that. So we'll keep Coble on the bench as an option for now. And we'll go from there. But like I said, if you have watched and you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. If you have feedback, let me know in the comments. If this isn't your thing and you're not into the FIFA side of things, just watch the first half of the video. You still get to see what you like with cards. I plan on doing other like pack openings and stuff aside from this, but this is just something I want to do like once a week for champs. Maybe I'll stream a full champs session someday if that's something that entices anybody. But again, I know it's been a long time since I put out a video. This one is probably my longest, most ambitious random thing that I've tried. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys soon, and let me know how you did in champs as well. Bye-bye.